What's up, YouTube? This is Shabazz, and I'm back with another CBD hemp flower review. What's up to all my connoisseurs? Welcome back to another Shabazz short. We haven't done one of these in a while, so it's good to be back at it with one of these quick, straight to the point reviews. Today we have a new vendor to the channel. They specialize in concentrates. Out of California, I'm talking about Spencery. They got vapes, tinctures, edibles, all types of stuff, and all different cannabinoids too. They don't just have regular D8, regular CBD. They got CBN, THCV, CBC, all types of stuff. And yes, I did say that we are moving away from Delta 8 for the most part on this channel. However, some of their products did pique my interest just a little bit. So what I have here today is THCV, D8, CBD, CBG, and CBN vape cart with the Northern Lights terpenes added to it. And I believe these are ceramic vape carts, so that, adds to the safety a little bit. And then this one is CBN in Delta 8 with the strawberry cough terpenes. And once again, I believe that's a ceramic cart. And in case you don't know, ceramic carts are a little bit safer. There's not all that metal in there that can break down and get accidentally consumed and inhaled and leach into the vapor and leach into the oil and all that. All right, so y'all know I come at you real. So first off, no letter to law enforcement in the package. That's a big no-no. No COAs with the package. However, on the back of these clamshell things for these vape carts, they do have a QR code. When you scan the code, it takes you to the website, and they do have some COAs of varying degrees of comprehensivity. So here's a COA for the Northern Lights, which has the THCV, Delta 8, CBD, CBG, and CBN. This is a really big spectrum cart right there. So this has 36% Delta 8 THC, 0.45% THCV, 25.6% CBD, 1% CBN, and 1.1% CBC. So you have a cannabinoid breakdown, but there is no reagents, there's no heavy metals, and there's no solvents test, which is mandatory when you have vape carts like this, especially with Delta 8 and some of these alternative cannabinoids. So they're getting a point taken off right there for incomplete COAs. We don't know how safe the distillates are that they use to make this. Okay, now for the strawberry cough. The COA for this one, 67% Delta 8, 19.8% CBN. So this cart right here is actually what really drew me in. This has a high amount of CBN. It has a high amount of Delta 8 too, but has a relatively high amount of CBN mixed in there. And CBN is a cannabinoid that I use on its own in the isolate form. CBN makes you sleepy, and I suffer from insomnia. I cannot fall asleep no matter how tired I am. CBN really helps. One day I'll make a video about that itself. And for the CBN D8 cartridge, they actually do include a residual solvents test, which looks like it passes for the most part. However, there's no heavy metals and there's no reagents. Those two things are vital to know when it comes to messing with distillate. So they got a little bit closer to this one, but they still don't get the full, A+ grade on that. Whenever you're messing with Delta 8 or alternative cannabinoids, you want to see heavy metals, reagents, and solvents tests. And also a Crusher 510 battery dispensary included with the package for me. Thank you. Now these are priced, they're priced all right. They're not ridiculous. They could be a little bit better, but for a full gram of each, it's competitive pricing, I guess. And of course, I have tried these out. I've tested them a couple days each before I made this video, so I could tell you full on what effects I got. So let me just talk about this Northern Lights, this, really big spectrum stuff. It's clamshell, pops out, the vape cartridge pops out. It's got rubber stoppers on the top and the bottom. And here goes our 510 battery. Same thing, it has a 3 or 5 clicks to get it going. Screw that on, nothing special. This is a universal 510 battery, universal 510 cartridge. Vapor production is nice. It gets going fast. The terpenes are light, but they're there. The vapor is relatively smooth, not a lot of throat irritation or harshness at all. However, with the effects. So this one does have a moderately high amount of CBD to balance out the Delta 8 THC that's in there. And honestly, I find this just, the THCV that's in there is such a small amount. I don't know if that's doing anything. You got the CBD and the CBG that's counteracting that Delta 8, and then you got the CBN that just kind of makes you feel a little bit drowsy. And once again, there's a small amount of that in there too. So with this one, feels like it's mostly kind of just a CBD D811 type cartridge. The effects aren't too extreme. It's less potent than a full-on D8 cart, obviously more potent than a full-on CBD cart. I didn't find this one to be uplifting or anything. It wasn't particularly drowsy either. This is something that you could hit all day, in the afternoon, the evening, whatever. It's not gonna put you to sleep. It's also not gonna get you super blasted either. All right, like I said, this is the one I was really going for. This is the CBN and D8 cartridge. This opens the same way, clamshell packaging, pop that out. The cart has a rubber stoppers on it. Once again, good vapor production, smooth to hit. The terpenes are there, they're good, but they're not overdone. Now with this one, this is heavy. Now I vaped this for a couple nights at nighttime before going to bed. And the best way that I could compare this to is that it just has extreme heavy indica effects. This cart right here makes you feel lazy, it makes you feel drowsy, it makes you feel heavy, it makes you feel sedated. Do not hit this during the day. This is definitely a nighttime type cart. If you're trying to go to sleep, just hit this a couple times and it'll probably help get you there. All right, so these vape carts, overall, I'm not super disappointed. They have a smooth hit, they have decent effects, overall high quality cartridge. However, I can't give these my full on blessing because they do not have those full panel testing, solvents, reagents, and heavy metals testing. They also didn't come with a letter to law enforcement or paper COAs. So Spencery, if you watch this, make sure you start including that letter to law enforcement, start including the COAs in the packages, and pay that extra amount to get that full panel testing. It's better for your business. It makes us feel better and safer as consumers. And your customers having trust in you as a company should be a really high priority. All right, that's the review though, y'all. Thank you for watching. Make sure you check out my merch, link down in the description, IG, cryptocurrency and stock information, Patreon information down in the description. Hit like if you like the video, hit me up down in the comments, subscribe to the channel, and turn on post notifications so you can see when I upload new content. I appreciate each and every one of y'all so much, and I hope that you have an amazing rest of your day or night. Make sure you stay tuned for the next video. Peace.